Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. We're out here in the garage. We're still working on the Nyckelharpa. This is Two Cherries Instruments. We build instruments the modern way. We use the CNC machine. We use technology. We're using Fusion 360. If you got an idea for a strange, crazy, weird instrument, let us know. If you got any ideas, if you want me to build a violin or a viola or a cello next, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now, is a quartet. But do it the modern way. We're going to do it with CNC machines. We're going to leverage everything we have as far as technology goes to build a really high quality instrument as easily as we can, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride. So today we're working on the Nyckelharpa. We got the ground coats on. Then I've got that sanded back just a little bit, so we got a nice even surface to put our top coats on. And for our top coats, we're going to be using an oil-based polyurethane. So if this is a brush on, I'm going to thin this down using some mineral spirits. The ratio is not super important. We're just going to thin down the viscosity so that it's easier to wipe on. Like, subscribe, comment most importantly. I love the comments more than anything else. Those are really great. Okay, so that poly is going on really nice. It looks really awesome. I've got it in the UV light box. I wanted to go natural on this one, as it's a folk instrument. So I've got my pad just in the Ziploc bag here, and I've got my oil-based polyurethane here sealed up, and I'll just keep patting on coats, and eventually once I get to a little bit thicker, I'll do a little bit of dry, just very delicate sanding, and then adding more finish, and eventually we'll get to the point where it's time to buff it up, and then we'll see how this thing ends up. But it's looking great. I'm really happy with it. So we're still finishing the Nyckelharpa. I've been patting on the finish, and I finally got to the point where the finish was thick enough that I could start applying a little bit thicker layers. So we've moved on to using the brush, still as thin as we could possibly make the finish with the brush. Just accelerates things. It's looking really nice. Starting to build a really nice finish on there. The downside of using that brush is that the finish is thicker. It takes longer for the layers to harden up. It takes me more time in between coats, and it's not very interesting for video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next project. We're going to be building a historic violin. Watch the next video and just to see more information on that, and lots of Fusion 360 content. So I'll be working in the office on the Fusion 360 content for the next project. I'll be coming out here and doing finishing. Whenever I get to something that's interesting, I'll certainly be making another video for this series, but for the time being, it's lots of really boring finishing stuff, and once all the coats are on, I like to let this finish sit and harden for 2 or 3 weeks, so that I can keep producing content. We're going to move on to that next project. So what we've got going on this is that we're just doing the same thing that we've been doing. We're sanding between coats, we're applying coats, and then we're letting this harden. So I've got parts everywhere, there's pieces everywhere. Yeah, So definitely like, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate your views. So hope you watch this next series coming up too. Thanks.